Stop it. Stop it. Come on, cut it. I mean it.
Oh, am I bothering you, miss?
It's just, I want to finish this chapter. Almost done.
Gracie, you've had your nose in that book all morning. I might get the idea that you have better things to do.
Nothing better. Just give me 5 more minutes and I'll make it up to you. Promise.
What is so interesting about this Jung guy, anyway?
It's Jung, silly. And he was the inventor of analytical psychology.
So?
If we're going to live a coherent life, we have to do our inner work and really know ourselves.
So, do you really know yourself, Gracie?
Well, I'm working on it.
You want to know what I know about you, Gracie?
I'm all ears.
Well, for starters...
I think you're genuinely conflicted on your goals here. And we're not going to make any further progress until we get clarity on who it is that you want to be, Grace. Does that make sense to you, Grace? Grace. Grace. Grace.
Yeah. Sure.
Good, I thought I lost you for a moment there.
Nope, I'm with you, Margot.
Okay then, we only have another few minutes, so let's try to make the most of it, shall we? Your severance runs for 3 more months, and if these outplacement sessions are going to have any value, we need to focus. Really buckle down on how you see the next chapter of your life unfolding, Grace. Now, I know it's tempting to see that as a problem, but that would be a mistake because problems are simply opportunities in disguise, am I right? So, if you could help me by putting into words the main issues that you see standing between you and your best life, Grace.
Issues?
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's see. Issues. You want issues?
Yes.
Okay, coach. I'll give you issues. Let's start with how I feel. I'm just lost, out of balance, so empty inside. My life isn't shaping up the way I thought it would, but I can't find the strength to get it together. I haven't felt like this in forever. Even in the middle of divorcing Evan, I still plugged away every damn day. But now, I don't know what to plug away at. I never realized how much I counted on my work for my self-worth until I was fired. Excuse me, downsized. Now what do I do to keep a roof over our heads? I'm 46 years old, not exactly the swipe right in the job market. And then there's Angie. My daughter, Angela, who's 11. The last thing she needs is a mom who's not fully present for her. She needs to focus on school. Oh, and soccer. Angie's the goalie, and believe me, nothing gets past that kid. I really hope she sticks with it. She's scholarship material. Don't get me started on boys. And for me, it's not just emotional stress. Fact is, I'm starting to see stuff. Blood pressure's too high, HDL's too low, harder to get to sleep at night, harder to get out of bed in the morning, harder to climb a flight of stairs, harder to say no to wine, just plain harder. And then there's my mom. I used to think nothing could stop Naomi, but I guess she didn't make the best life choices for herself. Lately, she's been drifting. Unhappy, broke. The only thing she has that lights her up is Angie. Mama calls her Freebird because Mama was a Leonard Skinner groupie back in the day. I worry about her health. I love my mama, but I don't want to end up like her. Let's see, there's something else. Oh yeah, I forget more than I used to. Yeah, I know. Everybody does, but at 46, I'm way too young for that kind of shit. Toward the end, my grandpa used Post-its to remind himself to do pretty much everything. Call a friend, watch his favorite show, shine his shoes, all those little yellow slips on his nightstand like autumn leaves. And finally, every night, I dread the day when Angela goes off to college. I don't want to weigh her down because I can't let go. I want to be ready to set her free for the best years of her life, and mine too. Look, no one's gonna get me through the rest of this life except me. Sir Galahad ain't coming, and even if he does ride in someday, he'll probably be looking for a nurse and a purse. I can do this. I know I can. I need to be the hero of my own story. But I just don't know how. So, enough issues for you, lady?
Grace, I am very impressed.
You are?
Outstanding. That took courage and self-awareness. Way to claim your feelings. You know, I have often thought that your mind was wandering during our sessions.
No, really?
Mm-hmm. But now I see that you actually have a good grasp on your concerns, and you know what they say, Grace.
Maybe not.
Without self-awareness, we are like babies in cradles.
Did you?
Nope, Virginia Woolf. We're almost out of time, but I have some reading for you.
Catchy title.
It'll help you unlock your mind DNA.
I what?
It's right up front in the introduction. I think that you will find this book has some powerful tools to deal with the problems that you're facing. For our next session, I would like you to start with the inner compass tool in step 1 to address feeling lost inside.
Can I get this from my iPad?
Screens are not a friend to your brain, Grace, especially right now. Read the book.
And that's how the land influences the plants and animals that live in the desert. You know, we're at the very far northern tip of the Sonoran Desert. It goes all the way down into Mexico. As a matter of fact, who remembers how much rain falls in the desert in a year? Anyone else besides Angela? Oh, okay, Angela?
10 to 12 inches.
Right. Now, if you take a look to the north, you can see the mountains there, and that marks the beginning of the central Arizona highlands. That's a totally different environment, different vegetation there. And behind me is Black Mountain. And which direction would that be?
South.
Right as usual.
Well, somebody's been paying attention. Angie really soaks all this stuff up, doesn't she? Hey, Mom, come back to this world for a moment.
I'm learning how to reclaim the 4 directions of my inner territory. Place, time, me, we.
Meanwhile, your daughter's acing this field trip.
Yeah, that's my girl.
That's ridiculous. Anyone can answer that. Bet she can't. What's the bet? If I win, then we don't have to go to that stupid farmer's market later. Oh, you are so asking for it. Fine. Game on. Hey, Mom. I got a question for ya.
What's that?
Which way's north?
What kind of question is that?
The one I'm asking you. Tell me which way north is. Nuh-uh, that's cheating.
Oi there, Captain! We're out to whiskey. And me and the lads have been thinking that you don't really know where the treasure is buried after all. We've been thinking that it's time to take a little rest down in the deep blue. And that goes for your first matey, too.
If you know where it is, Captain, now would be a really fine time to say so. The sun is in the west.
There.
a league to the north, on that island.
God, you did it, Captain! We're saved! But however did you know?
Oh, you just gotta know the territory.
Not bad, amiga, not bad.
Told ya. So we're still going to the farmer's market then?
We sure are. And it starts in, based on the sun's position, I'd say it starts in about a half an hour. Don't look so down. It'll give you a chance to sample some local produce. A sense of place helps you feel safe and grounded inside, you know?
Right. Well, I just hope they have pizza. I'm starving.
Don't worry, we'll feed you. Home. Home. Oh, shit! I'm sorry, Aunt Noni. That wasn't very yogic of me, was it?
Well, Gigi, yogic is as yogic does. How about trying again? This time focus on the basics. Lengthen your tailbone and pay attention to your drishti.
I think my tailbone's had enough, and what's a drishti?
Your gaze, your focus, maybe even your intention.
Who's that?
The White Tara, a Buddhist deity associated with healing. She has 7 eyes on her body to see all those who are suffering and offer her aid. Look at her hands. Now come on, up, up, up. If you don't keep those hip flexors limber, you'll lean forward when you walk and look 10 years older than you are.
Okay, that's the last thing I want.
Now then, plant your feet. Take a deep breath. Exhale deeply. Hands together at your heart. Feel the grounding. That's right. Now, when you're ready, lift up that ankle. Square your hips. There you go. Come.
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. It's Paris. Monsieur Leroux insists you must speak with him at once.
Fine. Bonjour, Jean-Claude. Ça va? No, not the best time, but go ahead anyway. Yes. Yes. No, absolutely not. I've made very clear, and you know this, Jean-Claude, that we will not enter into a partnership that does not provide full protections for our intellectual property. You tell Mr. Tanaka that this is absolutely non-negotiable, and that if it is unacceptable to him and his principals, we do not have a deal. That's it. Yes. Okay. I'll see you next week, Jean-Claude. I'm at the mairie as usual. Bisous à Marie-France. Ciao. Ugh. Men in business. Why is it always a pissing contest with them? Well, that puts me right off my baffa. Mood. But speaking of business, Gigi, what's that lovely word? Outplacement. How's that going?
I was sure Mama would have filled you in, sister to sister.
Actually, Naomi is very discreet when it comes to you and Angie. Give her credit for that. And besides, I'd rather hear it straight from you.
Well, let's just say I'm somewhere between the first 2 stages of grief. Denial and anger.
And how's that working out for you?
It's just...
Just what?
It's not the same for me as it is for you, Aunt Noni. I didn't own my own company. I slaved away for 16 years, worked my way up to a job where I could really make a difference, training others. I believed in what I was doing, and I thought they believed in me. So what was my reward? On my 46th birthday, thank you very much, I was downsized. Clean out your desk, turn in your key card, and don't let the door hit you in the ass on your way out. Fuckers.
Well, when you put it that way, Gigi, I can see why you'd be upset. Sounds like they booted you out of paradise on earth.
No, they never took me seriously. I hated that place.
So they did you a favor by showing you the door?
Don't you see? Even though it sucked, I was good at that job. The pay was great, and yet I failed. I let Angie down, and that really hurts.
You're reading this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what it says about open failure files?
You two! I've had it with you. I don't care if you did bust the cartel single-handedly. You're hot dogs, show-offs, mavericks. And if there's one thing I won't have on this squad, it's mavericks. You've had your last warning. I'm officially suspending the both of you pending a disciplinary hearing. And I intend to push for you to be thrown off the force.
You know what, Lou? We'll save you the trouble. We did the job the best way we know how, and if that ain't good enough for you, then we quit. Thanks for making it easy for us.
Yeah. I'm with her.
Well, yes. When mind DNA fixates on a particular memory as a failure, it interferes with our thoughts. And Phyllis says that we need to reframe our failures as successes so we can move on.
Makes sense to me. If you hated your job, no matter how good you were at it, I'd say your bosses really did do you a great big favor by letting you go. Now you can find more meaningful ways to spend your life. Time with Angela, a job that actually gives you meaning and purpose, a chance at more creative expression, maybe more yoga with your favorite aunt.
Well, that all sounds great, Noni, but it won't be easy.
And you know what I have to say to that, right, Gigi?
Nothing worthwhile ever is.
Right. It's time to become the hero of your own story. Let the zeitgeist move you along so it won't be that hard.
The what?
Zeitgeist, German for spirit of the times. And by the way, I have someone I think you should meet for help with this transition. I'll give you her name later. How about we try that tree pose again? Remember your focus. It'll keep.
Gigi? Gigi, where are you?
I'm in the garage, Mama. I'll be right in.
No, I'll come out.
No, it's a mess in here, Mama. Really, you don't want to come out here. Just give me a moment.
Well, what are you doing out there?
I'm sorting out a few things. I'll be right in, really.
Well, okay.
Hey, sweetie.
I'm just
Evan?
saying, if you're gonna play, you gotta play to
Whoa
win,
there,
Angie.
champ.
And you weren't playing to win today, were you?
Should we be talking about this, Ev?
No, I can't, Gracie. I got a thing I gotta go to.
Fine, Ev. Do your thing.
Sorry. Okay. Bye.
Gigi? Who was that?
It was Ev, Mama. He was dropping Angie off.
Oh, good. Well, what do you want to have for dinner?
I don't know. Give me a minute or two.
Well, I was just asking. I'll heat it up for you.
The stew from Thursday night.
Where is it?
Bottom drawer. Big red casserole. And there's rolls in the bread drawer.
Okay, I got it. Your fridge is a mess.
Welcome home.
Hi.
So?
I don't want to play soccer ever again.
You don't want to kick a ball around a field. Tell me more.
Dad's being such an ass.
Hey, language. He is your father. What happened?
I gave up 3 goals in the first half, and Coach benched me, and Dad pitched a fit, said I wasn't trying hard enough, and I'll never get a scholarship playing like that. But it's just, I wanna...
Do something else besides soccer. Sure, but maybe let's sleep on it before we burn your jersey?
Not gonna change my mind.
Sure, sweetie, I know, but it's late, and Grams wants to spend some time with you. Can we table this for today and maybe talk about it tomorrow? Can we do that?
Yeah, okay.
Atta girl.
Mom? Why did you and Dad get divorced?
Oh, we've talked about this, Angie.
No, we haven't. Not really.
Your dad was a very...
Having been found guilty of emotional coldness, indifference to family, and extreme narcissism, your fate now rests in the judgment of our good and godly queen, who shall now pass sentence.
It is my judgment as your sovereign that this man be condemned to... That this man be condemned to participate in every moment of his daughter's life. Every owie, every failure, every rejection, every bully, every crappy boyfriend. As your sovereign, this is my wish and my command. Free the prisoner. I see you stole my copy of Better From Within. When you get to step 3, you'll see it's important to review the past and learn from it. Looking back, your father became a very ambitious, accomplished, and impressive guy, but he wanted me to be someone I wasn't prepared to be. A woman he thought a man like him should be married to, but that's not how life works. I had to find my own way. And so do you, even if it's not necessarily what others, including your parents, think it is you should be doing.
But why did you have to leave him to find your way?
Oh, there was so much anger between us. We couldn't understand it or work through it. So I chose love, because love is what brought us together and gave us you. And sometimes love means staying together, and sometimes love means being apart.
I still have questions.
I'm sure you do, and I'm always here.
And I really don't want to play soccer anymore. I know you were counting on a scholarship to pay for college, but it just reminds me of you and Dad fighting.
I get it. And you don't have to play soccer anymore if you don't want to.
and I'm really hungry.
I'll bet. Let's see if Graham's found the stew.
Gigi, Freebird, dinner's almost ready.
Score. Coming, Mama.
Mom, do you smell something? It almost smells
Oh,
like...
sweetie, there's all kinds of crap out here. It could be anything. Let's not keep Grams waiting.
Quite a life, huh?
I'll say.
It shouldn't be much longer. She's finishing up an overseas Zoom. Are you sure you wouldn't like some tea?
No, thanks. I'm good. I was expecting you to shove a clipboard at me.
Oh no, Grace. We do things a bit differently here.
If you don't mind my asking, why did she...
Everyone asked that. I'll let her tell you that herself. She's ready for you now.
Grace, I'm Sasha. I'm so glad you decided to come see me today.
Well, thank you for seeing me so quickly. I'm used to having to wait months.
Yes, well, we do things a bit differently here. Please, sit.
I'm sorry, am I supposed to be saying something here?
Yes.
It's just that I'm used to working with doctors that are...
You're used to doctors who do all the talking and expect you to just nod politely, where we do things...
A bit differently here, yeah, I'm getting that. Are you a real doctor?
I have an MD degree, if that's what you mean.
Well, I was referred to you by my Aunt Nora. She thinks the world of you. So about my lab results, I know that my health isn't all that it's supposed to be. Blood pressure, HDL, all that stuff, but it's more than that. Lately, it's harder to get out of bed in the morning, and when I do, I'm not really sure why I bothered to in the first place. That's weird, right? I mean, is it hormones? Maybe it's my brain. Maybe I should be seeing a shrink instead. Maybe coming here wasn't such a good idea after all.
Actually, Grace, I think you're right where you need to be. And if you'll allow me to help you, I know we can make some positive changes in your life. Changes that will help you and your brain get better with age. Yes, I see your lab results, and you're right that we'll need to address a couple of things.
This is where you start prescribing, right? More pills, less wine?
I don't think that gets to the root of the problem, do you?
Me? How the hell should I know?
If not you, then who? Look, something's bothering you. What's going on in your life right now?
Well, I was fired from my job recently, so that's what's going on.
What kind of work have you done?
I was a corporate trainer.
Okay. And what did your job mean to you?
Oh, you know, a paycheck every 2 weeks, health insurance, and all the Post-its I could steal.
Bull moosey.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. That may be what you tell the world, but it's not what you know to be true. Now we can waste time dancing around this, or you can be honest with me and yourself.
Tell me again what we're running from.
The truth. It's gaining on us. Keep eye contact with her.
Really?
You're afraid of her, but she's afraid of you too.
If you say so.
I say so. You both have to face the fear and share the fear to overcome it. Now, let's take a deep breath.
Okay.
Now, slowly start to back up. But don't take your eyes off her. You see what happens when you face your fears and the truth.
Yeah, I win. I guess what's really bothering me is that my job made me feel like I mattered. Training isn't just telling someone what to do. They actually have to live whatever it is they're trying to learn. And they can't do that if they're just lectured to or plopped down in front of a video or a Zoom. You see, I believed that you had to engage the whole person. Storytelling, movement, music sometimes. That's what makes training fun and makes sure that the stuff actually sticks.
And your colleagues didn't agree?
They belittled me because I didn't see training the same way they did.
And then?
They fired me, thank God.
So now?
Now I'm unemployed, divorced, 46 years old with a kid, a mom, and a mortgage. I feel like my whole life has been this fight to be myself. Not Evan's wife, not employee 503661. I guess I got what I wanted, but it's because I failed. Failed at my marriage, failed at my job.
Even if you think you failed at your marriage or your job, it doesn't mean you failed as a person. You just thanked God you were let go by your company. Being fired from your job wasn't a disgrace, it was a saving grace. Grace.
My Aunt Nora said exactly the same thing.
Smart woman, your aunt. And she's had the benefit of understanding the story work that we do here.
So you're a story doctor?
Yes, that's right. And at your age, it's time to become the hero of your own life story.
My life story. I always believed in the power of storytelling, but when I tried out for the drama club, the instructor ridiculed me, and the same thing happened to me at work. That's my story.
I grew up in India. My parents were missionaries there. And when I came to the US, I started out as an actress, Grace. And I was pretty good at it. So believe me, I understand the power of storytelling. But like you, I felt that I needed to be playing on a bigger stage. For me, that meant medicine, but a different kind of medicine that heals the whole person. So I exited the stage and found my tribe. I began working with a few people from different disciplines to advance what we call story medicine. We used mind DNA to improve health.
DNA like genetics?
No, in this case, DNA stands for Default Network Activity. The default network.
Oh, I know. I'm reading better from within. The default network is the brain activity that tells your story, that makes you, you.
Very good. My colleagues and I focus on this mind DNA as the driver of physical health over age 40. We listen to what the body has to say about what the mind is up to. Is the mind renewing cells or exhausting them?
What exactly does that mean?
It means that the mind can make the body age faster than it should.
So what is my body telling you about my mind?
Did you look at the cell whisperer tool in step 4?
Not yet.
Well, your blood pressure and cholesterol tell us that your mind is making too much busy work for your body by doom scrolling through past setbacks.
Ouch. So doom scrolling about the past is messing with my health.
Yes, it is, but we're catching it early. You're basically a healthy person, Grace. And to keep you that way, we'll want to address a couple of your lab results by tweaking your self-talk and thought patterns. The most effective prescription I can give is personalized for you and involves redirecting your attention to focus on what's meaningful to you.
Finally, here come the pills.
Not quite. The mind needs something stronger than pills.
And where do I go to get this filled?
There's a Buddhist saying, Grace. When the student is ready, the teacher appears.
So when his wife realized that his personal assistant was assisting him very personally, well, that's when shit really hit the fan with management.
Oh, we always knew karma would catch up with Bob. Yes, it has. Is he still there?
Oh, no. Security frog marched him right out of the C-suite. And get this, what does little Miss Hot Pants say to him as he goes by? Does this mean we're not going to Cabo?
Sounds like I've missed a lot.
Nah, not really. Fact is, the place isn't the same without you, kiddo. Okay, now, how's it really going?
No bites yet, but I know something's gonna turn up. Severance runs out in 2 months, so it has to.
You are so brave, girlfriend. I don't know that I could handle this nearly as well as you are.
Oh, Denise, I think you've handled yourself just fine these past few months.
Hey, someone had to take over for you, or at least try. You left some pretty big shoes to fill there.
I don't know about that.
Well, I do. Believe me, it has not been easy trying to measure up. And on top of that, smart money says we're headed for more layoffs by the end of the year. Oh, I swear I can hear that axe being sharpened. Count yourself lucky.
Well, actually, I do. I've been making some changes lately.
You know, I thought so. A moment after I walked in here tonight, I said to myself, Self, there's something different about Grace. I did. I said, she's got it going on. What? Okay. So
what?
Is it a man?
No.
A woman?
But no!
You're not pregnant.
Jeez, listen to you. That no one for you.
Okay, well, I don't know what it could be, but you have to tell me.
Well, it started with this book, Better From Within.
Really? A book?
Yes! This book has helped me see aging as a win rather than a loss. Our brains are built to get better with age if we focus on what really matters in life.
Hey, I don't know about your brain, but mine is definitely not getting better with age. Same goes for the rest of me.
Don't say that. She says your brain is designed to age more slowly than the rest of your body.
This coming from the gal who's 2 months away from the unemployment line.
This coming from the gal who's trying to take charge of her life. You should try it sometime, Denise.
Look, if I thought some book was going to improve my life, I certainly wouldn't.
Well, I guess book club's over.
Oh God, I thought Denise was gonna poop herself.
It was pretty funny. I don't think I've ever seen her scoot boot that fast. And leaving a half-drunk bottle of wine behind? Not like her at all. So, is this what they're doing in drama club now?
Well, tonight we were learning about stage makeup and we practiced on each other. And when it was her turn, I guess Amelia got a little carried away.
I'd say so. And how did you get roped into this?
Well, I got there early to pick Angie up, and it looked like fun. So I asked Amelia if she would do me too, and she was thrilled.
Guess you're never too old to be the undead.
You too.
So, did I tell you the auditions for the spring play are tomorrow?
No, you didn't. What's the play?
It's called The Rosies. Our drama teacher, Mr. Edson, wrote it himself. It's about women working in a weapons factory during World War II.
Yeah, Rosie the Riveter. A little before your time. So you're gonna try out?
Audition. But
When's the play?
Couple months.
You know, Freebird, if you get cast, I don't think I can give you a ride home from rehearsals. I'm going to be moving.
What?
Yeah, well, they're raising my rent again, and this time it's just too much. I'm looking for a cheaper place across town, and that's just too far for me to drive every day.
No. No. You can't do that. You have to move in with us, Grams. We've got plenty of room, and we both want you here. Right, Mom?
Oh, Angel, I don't think your mom wants me here. After all, she doesn't need any help with groceries and dinner and picking you up and helping you with homework. And she certainly doesn't need extra money for the mortgage, even though her severance runs out soon.
We want Grams here, don't we, Mom? Sometimes love means staying together. Grams, if you move away, I'm coming with you. I don't ever want you to be alone.
Grace, we have to leave now. This hunk of space rock is melting right under us. Come on, Grace, jump!
I can't. It's too far. Oh God, I want to go home. I'm not gonna make it.
Yes, you are. We didn't come this far to end up as cosmic meltaways. Back up and get a running start.
Back up! Fuck you! I'm not getting close to that. I'll fry.
You will not fry, Grace. Sometimes we have to go back to go forward. Now do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! All right. Now let's get ourselves off this thing.
Wow, that was quite a performance, Mama. Okay then. Of course you can come live with us. Yes, sure, I could use the help with Angie and the house and the mortgage, but that's not why. We both want you here with us.
See, I told you so, Grams.
But even with your help, we're gonna lose this house if I don't find a job soon. So don't get too attached to it, okay? Either of you. This is about us, not a place.
Hey, Grams, you living here will make things so much easier.
How's that?
I want us all to audition for the play. Carmen and Amelia are auditioning, so I thought it'd be fun for us to do it as a family.
You two have really outdone yourselves. If I was the director of that play, I would cast you both on the spot.
Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Edson is also directing the play. I don't think you've met him yet, Mom. He was at the last welcome night. But I think you'd really like him. He's pretty cool and a very good teacher.
I don't care if Orson Welles himself is directing the thing. Sweetie, I love you more than life itself. But there is no freaking way I'm appearing on stage tomorrow night or any night.
So, are you nervous?
Nope, I've got this. Remember, it's not my first time.
Right. 3rd grade. I'd forgotten. As I recall, you are a terrific sunflower.
Yup. Best in the whole bouquet. How about you, Grams? Are you nervous?
Oh, Freebird, at my age, it takes a lot to make you nervous. But I'd hate it if you were cast and I wasn't.
No worries. We're all going to ace it. I've got a good feeling about tonight. Mm-hmm. Hey, Carmen! Did he ask you to read sides with him?
Sides?
Little bits of the script.
Oh, yeah, he did. Doesn't everyone have to do that?
Not everyone. Only if he thinks he'd be right for a named part.
Really? Well then. Wonder what's taking my daughter so long? Hey, Mija!
So, how'd it go? Nailed it! Told ya! I knew it!
Did just like you told me, slam dunk.
You mean the thing with the eyes?
No, the thing with the hands.
Oh, right.
Except I overdid it a bit.
What?
I ended up throwing my sides all over the floor.
You did not!
Uh-huh, but he was cool with it. Said I did great.
Yes!
Grace?
That's me.
Oh, you can take it into my husband yourself, if you would. I've got to go track down some no-shows. Thanks.
sorry, my last auditioner got a little carried away with her gestures.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's a pleasure to see someone so relaxed at an audition.
It's a long story.
I'll bet. Harry,
Grace.
you're Angela's mom, right?
Yes, I am.
You care to share?
You remind me of someone. I can't quite...
Well, did you attend this school when you were Angie's age?
Yes.
Then you might have known my father, Carl Landsman. He taught drama here a while back.
Oh, Mr. Landsman. He took a rather dim view of my talents, crushed my dreams of becoming an actor.
You're not the only one. I spent my first 5 years here living down his reputation.
But you have a different last name.
And I promise you a very different style. The old man considered theater to be work, disguised as play. I consider it play disguised as work.
Angie said that you make theater fun.
That's my superpower. You know what they say, if you're not entertaining, they're not listening. So, let's get on with this audition and find you a part, Grace. Role I'm most interested in. A piece of furniture?
I knew I'd be qualified for the part.
Well, let's take a more optimistic view of your potential, shall we? Okay. Go ahead and let's hear your monologue.
My what?
Your 1-minute dramatic monologue from another show. And you left that part out, huh?
Yeah, it's a good thing, too. That would have been the deal breaker. Look, I just found out about this whole thing last night, and maybe we better just wait until the next show.
That's okay. We'll go to plan B. Read some sides together. Dialogue from the show. You read Melody, and I'll read Dave.
Melody, the female lead?
Mm-hmm.
You're out of your mind. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
That's not...
Relaxed and opinionated. I like that. Read.
I don't think...
Read.
Oh, so now you need me to help you make your quota? The hell with you.
Now, just a minute, Melody. You can't go...
Mister, you and I both know that I work harder.
I didn't say...
Harder than any 2 gals on my shift combined. You wouldn't have your big fat army contract if it wasn't for us, and you wouldn't have your crew if it wasn't for me. Roosevelt can keep his new deal. We want a fair deal. Sure, I miss my husband. Every day, and God knows, every night. And yeah, I do this for him, but not just for him. I'm building something here, Dave, and I don't mean bomb sites. This has been a hard war for everybody. We need your support. For maybe the first time in my life, I'm in charge, nobody else. Maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't. But either way, it's my ride. So you can give me and the other gals what we've earned, what you know is fair. Or you can step aside and watch us walk.
So how did that feel for you, Grace?
Good, I guess. Was it okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was very okay.
Maybe I was channeling the zeitgeist.
So, Grace, how's your schedule these next few weeks?
Something tells me you know the answer to that. I'm between opportunities at the moment, so I do have a teensy bit of extra time.
Good. That's good. There's a heavy line load in this thing. Lots of memorization and rehearsals 5 nights a week for 6 weeks. It's a big commitment, but I think we could all have a lot of fun doing this show.
I can't remember the last time I had fun embarrassing myself in front of a crowd.
Don't worry, Grace. Your default network won't let you down. It has a magic wand to harness story power within yourself. You'll see.
It was always my dream to become an actress.
It's never too late to make a dream come true. Grace, I'm offering you the role of Melody. Do you want it?
I see you found a way to fill that prescription.
Oh my God, Dr. Sasha, thanks for coming. Yeah, the teacher appeared. How about that?
As one actress to another, that was quite a debut. Do you remember our first chat? I'd say you finally managed to realign your mind with your purpose.
Well, I have been working on it. Darling, you were marvelous, simply marvelous. My niece, the star. I couldn't be more proud. Of course, your mother always had a bit of the drama queen in her, so why should I be surprised?
That's me. I am at heart.
Oh, Mama took to it like a duck to water. You did great, Mama.
You were all having so much fun up there, I might just have to try out next time myself, if this one will let me off the leash long enough. Remember what I wished for you, Grace?
I do. Time with Angela and more creative expression. Done. Also a job with meaning and purpose. Still working on that one.
All in good time, Grace, all in good time. For now, rejoice in your dream come true. You earned it.
Hi. Niece, I'm so glad you came.
Oh, wow, that was amazing. What a story. Who are you and what have you done with Grace?
Well, she's still in there, just telling a new story of her own. And how about you? I'm sorry, I kept meaning to call, but with rehearsals...
No, I can see you've been more than busy. You haven't even been posting lately. I'm okay. I finally got the notice a month ago.
Oh, I am so sorry, Denise.
Yeah, me too. But thanks to a certain friend, we are still friends, right?
Of course we are.
Good. Well, thanks to a certain friend, I negotiated one big honkin' severance package with lots of time to plan the future. And with all this extra time on my hands, I've been doing some reading. You really inspired me, Grace. And I've already
Grace! Grace! Where is she? Aha! Grace. I'm sorry. I just need to borrow her for a moment. Is that all right? Grace, there's someone you have to meet right now.
Well, that was rude. What is with you?
I know. Tell your friend I'm sorry. But believe me, you'll thank me. There's someone you have to meet.
Okay.
Grace, I'd like you to meet Doris Eaton, our district superintendent.
Grace, so pleased to meet you, and congratulations on an outstanding performance.
Thanks, Miss, super...
Please, Doris. Now then, Harry tells me you have experience as a corporate trainer. It just so happens the district has a new opening for a trainer. We want to deploy social-emotional engagement in the classroom, incorporating the arts and storytelling into learning. Well, based on your performance tonight, Grace, you clearly get the power of the arts. Does this sound like something you might be interested in?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, can you swing by my office for an interview Monday morning right after you drop Angie off?
You bet, I'll be there.
Excellent. Okay, I'm asking my assistant to send you directions and send me your LinkedIn profile tomorrow, and be sure to bring your driver's license. I'm so looking forward to our chat, Grace. Midge, I got your message and we have to talk.
What did I tell you?
Wow.
And just between us, what she didn't tell you is she's under the gun to hire someone soon. Statewide mandates, yada, yada, yada.
This is just the kind of work I've been wanting. And the timing? My severance runs out next week. Now I have one iron in the fire for work I really want to do, besides acting.
Well, even if you get the job, it's not gonna pay as well as your old corporate gig.
At this point, something's better than nothing. We could at least keep the house.
The good news is you'd have summers off.
Think you could handle having me around all summer?
You know, Vanessa and I run our community theater summer camp program, and we could use some help. It makes a pretty good buck, so we could pay the right person a decent stipend.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. And you could enroll a camper for free if you happen to know anyone who'd be interested.
Me! I want to come to theater camp.
Harry, these past few weeks have been tough, but fun. And then tonight, all this, amazing. How can I ever thank you?
Hey, you did the work, Grace. You see what happens when you channel the zeitgeist?
Hey, Mom, can we get going? I'm starving.
Me too. It's opening night and the store deserves something special. How about we celebrate with chicken and waffles, Gigi? My treat.
Okay then, off you go. Just remember, starve. You got a 5 o'clock call tomorrow night, so go easy on the waffles. Okay, Grace? 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 Do you want the role?
Yes, I do. I won't let you down, Harry. I want to make this dream come true.
Stop the battle within your soul. You know it's all in your head. Being sad doesn't make you smart. It seems your heart just needs a fresh start.